What's going on? This is Afi Kingdom. Got a special guest and a special guest host. He'll come in a minute. And I haven't did an interview in a while, so we just gonna talk some good game and do some storytelling. And my man, who I got a lot of respect for, a young brother doing his thing, is my man Ty. And he humble too. That's important for you young cats. Y'all don't even know how to be humble and shit. What's going on, my bro?
What's good, my G? What's good? What's good? What's good?
What's good, man? So we're gonna unpack everything. I know who you are and what you do. So for somebody who never seen you before, tell them who you are and what it is that you do.
Well, I'm a military veteran, man. I served in the military, from the Bronx, New York. Got out the military and started doing red pill content, basically, talking about dating and how to self improve and just helping men make the better lives and doing what's better for them and just making good decisions. That's all it's about, man. It's about getting the most out of this life that you want. And it's fitness, finance, and fashion. That's it, man. That's all I'm about. Fitness, finance, and fashion, and becoming the best version of yourself. Focus on yourself, continue to elevate, and only deal with women that want to deal with you. That's what I'm about.
Cool. And how old are you, my bro?
I'm 31.
31. Cool, cool. So my man Trav just stepped in. We just started, my bro. So we literally just started. So let me ask you, what got you into the content? Like, how did you even discover it? Trav, Ty, Trav.
Good, Trav.
hmm So yeah, what got you into the content? Like, who was the first person you seen, and what made you say, you know what, I want to do this shit too?
So the first person I seen was Anthony Spade. Anthony Spade was the first one I
Nothing.
seen, and
Say,
then it started rolling down there. I started seeing like Darius, Coach Greg Adams, Angry Man Steph is cold. Everybody started popping up, and I just started watching that stuff. And then I started. Well, my one of my friends was like, "Yo, you should get on Clubhouse because the way you talk, your personality, just get on Clubhouse." So I started getting on Clubhouse. I made a big name for myself on there, and dudes was like, "Yo, you need to start a YouTube channel, bro. Like, you need to start it." I was
yeah.
like, "Man, I don't start no YouTube channel." Then they're like, "Nah, you need to, bro." So I said, "All right, bet." Started my YouTube channel, made about 2, 3 videos, then I just stopped. And like literally a couple months later, dudes hit me up like, "Yo, I'm watching your video right now." I'm like, what you talking about? Like, yo, your video, I'm watching it right now. It got like thousands of views. I said, what? I lied on
Hey,
you.
I be telling guys, I just said that, man. Like,
So many
to,
stories like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
like people always put the video out and just think, ooh, what this video do? It don't always pop the next day.
yeah. So then ever since then, I just kept going, man. It was like I just haven't stopped since.
Trav, you was gonna say something, my bro?
I just wanted to say, man, I got to give you props on dealing with Clubhouse, man, because I've definitely been on there in some of them chat rooms, and people in there be out of pocket. Boy, they be thinking that they got on there and they're automatically bigger than Beyonce and all that. I'd be like, man, so I got to give it to you on that.
Yeah, they banned me from Clubhouse though. They was like, yo, they
Hey,
had banned me. So I was like,
hey, how big did you get? Because me and Trav and the homies, we used to go over there strictly to troll. Like, not we didn't troll when we was there. At one point, I was going over there strictly to piss people off. Cause they be on some Captain Save a Hoe type
yeah, they
shit.
do. They do that. And that's why they
Boy,
banned me. They was
I
like,
be calling Clubhouse Simp House. I be
it is.
like, these be the worst dudes up in here.
It is. That's why they banned me because like they started making rooms like it was like my names, started making rooms about me. They was like,
What?
yo. So then they just kept flagging
Rooms?
my rooms, and they just say, yo, you can't make you banned. That's it. You can't be on Clubhouse no more. So I was like, cool. I
That
don't
don't
really care.
surprise me.
Let's talk about the ladies. The guys want to hear about that. What's your experiences with the women? Were you always good with women? Did you have a moment when you said aha or a heartbreak? Like, what's your background? Relationship guy, player guy? What's your vibe?
So it's crazy because I was always good with women. The problem was, so how it happens? I told you, like I was just sitting on my phone one day, and just next you know, a video came up, like what I'm talking about. So I just started watching it, and it's just like from right then there, like kind of opened my eyes to female nature, and like I was getting women, but it was I didn't know anything about this. I was just doing it. You know what I'm saying? It was just like I was doing it, but then this red pill kind of opened my eyes to female nature. Then like the more I started looking at it, the more I started observing. I'm like, wow. Then the next you know, I started paying attention to what women do, and it's like ever since then, it's just like now I'm watching it. But however, now I'm smart and realize, a lot of tricks that women do that can like literally save my life. So it's like now I cannot be put in a situation. Now I can watch certain things and handle it in a certain way. Where rather than me not knowing and getting conned and manipulated, so now I can see what it is for what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Trav, you wanted to add something, my bro?
Yeah, I'll just say, like, once you became conscious of everything more, like, how did it change you? Like, were you angry once you figured things out? Were you kind of relieved, like, oh, now I got the cheat codes? Like, what was your reaction to really starting to understand, like, females are not what's advertised as?
Well, my first reaction was more of a, like, it was like, I was more on guard.
Yeah.
I was more on guard because it was like, then I started replaying everything that happened before, like all my interactions with women, like, dang. You know what I'm saying? So it was it was like one of those things. It was like, it was more of a just, now I'm alert. Now I'm aware.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's what helped me in the red pill, in dealing with all these content creators. It was more of a, now you're aware of what's going on rather than hanging out of ignorance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I noticed for me, it's like a gift and a curse because, right, the gift is I'm not distracted by women anymore because now I know, where they fit in my life. And it's, in that way, it's freeing. The bad thing is, though, is that it's made me almost so selfish to a point where it's just, I just don't want to deal with the relationship. But maybe that's because women aren't traditional. Because my thing is, it's kind of like, okay, y'all are kind of like dudes now. I'm not necessarily mad at that, but what do we get out of it as men? It's like a lot of the stuff that we were looking for, y'all don't want to do anymore because being traditional is quote unquote weak or not empowered. But you guys still want the same things from us. It's like, it's kind of like, okay, the value of a relationship for men is just plummeted because what needs are we getting suited for us other than sex? But it's not special anymore because women sleep around now and it's not really a thing. So it's kind of like, all right, what am I getting out of this? That's my opinion.
Nah, facts.
The one thing I say about female nature is, like, for me, every situation that I've been in, like in relationship wise, and a woman broke up with me, I can understand why. And at the times I couldn't understand why. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things where I would be like what was the okie doke that I would fall for? And this is what a lot of guys fall for. I would listen to what the woman say. So, like, for instance, say I got a girlfriend and then she's saying like, oh, you spend too much time with your friends. So logically I think, okay, well then let me spend more time with you. You'll shut the fuck up. And then I spend more time with her and then she wouldn't even be satisfied. It would turn into, oh, well, why you doing this? Like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, you know what I mean? So I that's the one thing that I kind of, when I kind of figured it out, like, oh, okay. Cause I used to just, just whatever it is. Like a girl could say, you're not affectionate enough. Okay, well, let me solve that problem. Let me be more affectionate. And then so that type of shit. So for me, that's what it was,
Yeah.
So Ty, when you started doing YouTube, how long did it take for you to really say, you know what, I'm a content creator? Like for me, I was doing YouTube for like 2 years. It was still a hobby. I didn't take it serious at first. So like for you, what made you say, I'm about to really get into this and see where it goes?
Oh, that's a good question. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, I didn't take it serious until I want to say about maybe 3 months after, like, so 3 months after, like, matter of fact, I take that back. Once I blew up, like, once I came back and seen how my channel grew overnight, that's when I said, okay, boom, I just started doing it because people kept saying more content, more.
But real quick, that is crazy because now that I think about it, your shit just kind of popped up on my shit and I just spammed you. Like I wasn't looking for anything. Like you just came up on my algo, you know what I'm saying? And then we did that panel with Cam in 1950. I had just started seeing you just right before that, but I wasn't looking for nothing, and then I seen you. It just kind of popped up. So I think that's how I found you too. You kind of hit an algo, because people don't realize there's levels to algos. It ain't just one. You hit the algo, you hit a million. Like there's levels to it and shit. So yeah. Sometimes you just, especially like on my TV, I be getting suggested shit more than I get my subscribers shit sometimes.
Nah, facts.
And let me ask you this though, since you make content for men, what's the pushback from the women? Or are they like into the clout and the social status? Or are they trying to cook you or what? How's that going?
So honestly, I don't really see all the pushback from women until I get on TikTok, because I have an editor. He edits my videos and posts them on TikTok. He handles the TikTok, he handles that. So I'll get on there sometimes and see women be like, oh, that's not all women, or you sound hurt, you sound bitter, or why would I listen to you and you your beard barely connects, and typical stuff like that. But women on the other end, like they'll follow me on Instagram and they'll actually hit me up. Some women actually follow us. Now, okay. Funny story, right? So what I started doing, I don't know if you noticed or not, after I started posting more of my video stuff and posting like my YouTube channel on my Instagram, is because a lot of women, what they'll do is they'll kept following me and just kept following me. Then once they seen that I had a YouTube channel, they see when I talk about it, like, oh, I fell for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like snap. So it's like got a moment. So what I started doing now, I said, you know what? I'm gonna post my YouTube stuff on my page. That way women know exactly when they come to my page what they're about. I mean, what I'm about. You know what I'm saying about? Because a lot of times they'll just come to my page, because I never had my YouTube stuff on my Instagram. They'll just come to my page, they'll start liking all my pictures, and then when they started seeing I was like doing YouTube, then that's when they'll like oh, this is what he's talking about. Now they feel salty. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I started doing. I just started posting exactly what I'm about, and that way I can weed out games. I already told you I don't have time for games and childish bull.
My page is set up for bitches. People don't understand that. You see, I don't put my reels and shit. I keep that shit on the side. I got the art shit, the travel shit, the food. That's what the hoes like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what they like. You see me, I be traveling. Like you see me, I was just in Rome, Mexico. You see me, I be doing my thing. But then recently, I just started doing that because I want women to know, like, okay, don't get it twisted now. This is what I'm about. I'm not none of these suckers that's just going. But they'll see that, oh, and that means he gonna fly me and do all this stuff. Nah, so I'm not none of these. I'm not no sugar daddy that's gonna be just doing things. Nah, so I'm not that type of dude.
I do want to say this, and then Trav, I know you probably want to say something, and I'm gonna tell you cats this, and I'm gonna tell you listeners this. So I started YouTube in my late 30s. I'm in my 40s now. I'm the OG of this shit, but it took me to 40 to realize this: clout booty is the best booty, bro. Clout booty is bigger than regular booty. If you gotta put it like this, bro. Let's say you got a dime. No, there's no dimes. Let's say you got a 9. So you got a 9, right? So if you got a 9 and I got a 8.1, my 8 is better than your 9, because when you meet the woman off clout, you get a whole different version of them, bro. I'm telling you, bro, and it's addicting too, bro, and it's fucked up too, because now, if before, when I would like meet women regular, they don't be on my dick, I be kind of tight about it, because I'm used to I'm used to bitches in my DMs like, King, you're the greatest, and all of this shit. You're so creative, you're so funny, all this shit, and then I just meet some bitch on the street, and then she just like, oh, call me. Can I call you back? No. So it's like, man, when I remember my first clout booty that I got, nigga, I was on the plane with a bitch for 3 fucking hours, right? We on the plane the whole fucking time. We having small talk. We on the plane, and we start talking about books. And so the thing is like, see, people don't realize, like, it's not the fact that author is good. I like to read a lot and write a lot, so it's good for me because that's what I like. But the point is that's a well-respected thing when it comes to women, though. Like, when you tell women, "Oh, my author," they be like, "Oh, it's a vibe changer, right? Automatic." But then, so that's one part. But then when they see it's real, it's a whole other thing. So I was on the plane with her. We talking, and then once I like said, "Oh, I'm gonna send you one," because she might have just thought I just wrote some shit real quick. My mom and dad and grandma got one. Oh, that's cute. But once she seen I had a following with hella reviews and shit like that, dude, she came back to my house. So we was together for 3 hours, and we were he. Once she seen my shit was on Amazon and seen like my picture on the cover of books, she came home with me, bro. If I wouldn't have showed her that, I probably would have fucked her, but she wouldn't have came home with me instantly from the goddamn plane. So that clout pussy, bro, it's like they look at you like they look at you as you're better at I don't know, it's weird because women can look at you like you're better than them, but it's that's not the clout part. The clout part is like a it's like a awe thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure Ty, like you people, if you run into people you see, it's like people see you on YouTube, but they really watching it on their TV. So when they see you on TV all the time, they have that awe, like it's you kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
I get that all the time. Like, so yeah, I had
Mm-hmm.
that happen to me when I was with a chick. Actually, my ex girlfriend at the time. We was out. Actually, we went to Dave and Buster's. We was at Dave and Buster's, and one of the dudes was like, "Yo, you Ty?" And I was like, "Yeah, you that YouTuber." And then next you know, I could see in her face like her whole energy changed. And next you know, she was all up on me that whole night. Like she was like on me tight because now this dude know me. And then after that, it was just like people coming to me while I'm out eating. To with my girl, they're like, "Yo, I love your videos." So that does plays a part. So
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, it's even with dudes too. So that's the thing. It ain't even like
Yeah.
just like when I was in Dallas the last time. We was in Dallas, and then we was in there getting some food. I told the cat we went to go see what's that shit? Ace Metaphor shit, the live podcast shit. We went to go see that. Me and AV and Jay, we went to go see that shit. So then we in there eating. I tell them what I do and shit. What we there for? They just like just take the food. He just said, just take it. Just give me a follow back. You know what I mean? Like,
not
shit
bad.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Trav.
I was gonna say, since your content started popping, did you have any people like boomerang or double back, and now they trying to be all cool, and you're like, hold up, bro, like,
Yeah.
where you been at?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I didn't really, I got it then, but I really didn't get it until I signed that deal with like Edge. Like, so, once I signed that deal with Edge clothing, that's when like everybody started coming out of the woodworks because because a lot of people knew I did YouTube, but they didn't know I was going to be big. They just thought, oh, he's just starting, he ain't going to get nowhere with his career. When I actually started growing, then I, got recognized by Edge and T Chanley. That's when everybody was like, okay. So now they try to circle back, but I'm like, nah, get out of my face. You know what I'm saying? Like you wasn't even cool with me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
you ignored me, you didn't pay me no type of attention. So now I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So that happens. It is what it is. I mean, I don't feel no type of way about it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I hate, bro, is people will support you when you don't need it. Like now, I mean, shit, I got 40 fucking thousand subscribers. So somebody could be like, a family member could be like, oh yeah, what's your channel again? Let me subscribe to it. I needed your subscriber when I was trying to hit 100.
That's how it works.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
how it
now,
works.
it's like, okay, oh, I just subscribed to it. Like, okay, am I supposed to get excited? Like, I've been doing this shit 5 years. Like, oh, cool, I guess.
Yeah, that's how it works. Like once you have to get established by people that don't know you. That's how it works too. Like if people know you for so long, people just automatically downgrade what you're doing. But you'll go to a whole new group of people that don't know you, and you say the same thing, and it's like your word just carries so much more weight. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So that's a part of it too. I started realizing that like when it's time, you can't be too loyal. I started realizing that like be loyal, but not to a fault. Because what happens is like you'll try to, and I've had this happen so many times. I've tried to be the real one and hold down a situation, and hey, like it's us, and let's stay together and be a team. And I'd be the team member, but then it'd be time for me to get some help or me to have some type of recognition. Oh, nah, there's an excuse or whatever, and you wasted time helping that person out and get nothing in return. You know what I'm saying? So I started realizing like be selfish and everything got to have collateral for you. I don't think that's a bad thing. Just make sure it's always some type of symbiotic relationship so you're not wasting time.
Facts.
I got two fire questions. And I'm gonna let y'all talk. I don't want to elaborate on it too much. The first one is, what do you guys think about going in a woman's phone?
You said what?
What do you guys think about going into a woman's phone?
Oh, I don't do that. I don't care what's in her phone. That's none of my business.
I like that. What you say, Trent?
Now I know your stance on this, so I'm kind of cheating, but I'm like, To me, it depends. I think for the most part, you shouldn't.
Mhm.
But like, I've had a couple situations where I did that, but I did it for good reason. Because it was like, okay, like, I really don't trust this situation. I don't like the vibe. If I'm wrong, let me see I'm wrong. But through the
Yeah.
phone, I realized I wasn't wrong. So, when I did do it, whether you agree with it or not, I found what I was looking for pretty quick. So, you know what I'm saying?
I would say this: if your woman ain't acting crazy and shit, it ain't no reason to go through it because in relationship standards, you're us men are going to find some shit we don't like. See, if you ask the woman what's up in there, they mind gonna go to I ain't fucking none of these dudes, even if they is. But let's say they not. I ain't fucking none of these dudes, so it's cool. But you'll get to see the flirt. And so that's what I'm saying. It's not always about finding out is she fucking somebody or not, but it's just inappropriate like flirting type shit that you gonna see that you may not like just from a nigga who already hitting some shit. Be like, damn, that ass still looking fat, and she could just be like, oh, you so crazy. You know what I mean? So it ain't just about
Sure.
is she cheating or not. So that's why I don't want to look at it because I'm gonna find some shit I don't like. It's not about, but on the surface level, you hear about it and you just hear about that's how you find out if she cheating. It's not just about her cheating. Just I'm gonna find some shit I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody sends some hearts, why the fuck you hearted back? Why you just so it just goes to many levels. But yeah, I just was listening to Alpha Villain stream and I was just like, yeah, I want to talk about that on the panel. And then here I am on a little panel, mini panel. So I just thought about, I want to know what other cats think about it because um, I don't know. This is what I think. I think people need to treat relationships on what level they are. So what I mean by that, it's like this: like you hear guys complaining about women they date, like they're in a relationship. You feel what I'm saying? Or they're women in a relationship, like how they're dating. Like if I'm, if I, okay, like let me unpack it some more. Like dudes will claim girls that they're just fucking with. Like that's my bitch. No, it ain't your bitch. You just went on a date with her. You know what I'm saying? So treat it like that. If that's your bitch, treat it like that. If that's just your side piece, don't be looking through her shit talking about why you flirted with dudes. You got a girlfriend, nigga, shut up. That's why. So treat the situation what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um,
Yeah, I was gonna add on that. What I was gonna say is this. So going to the phone, right? So I didn't even do it in one of the situations because it was a dude. I did it because it's accountability. So she was, girl I was talking to, she was trying to get her, her work and her education into a better level, but she kept always having this good excuse like, oh yeah, this is going on at work, blah blah blah. But like the stories just weren't adding up. And people gonna give you their interpretation of it, and they gonna, especially women, they know how to PR situations real quick. They know how to use what words to make it seem in the best light. So no, I didn't cheat. I had a fucking entanglement. She fucking freestyled that shit, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like women are PR masters. So I could tell after dealing with so many women, she was giving me the PR shit. I'm like, this ain't adding up. I think you fucking up. But you don't want to admit it. So I looked, on the phone through some emails I saw her open, and I could tell by how she was reacting to the situation. I'm like, yeah, you the one wrong. And she was just lying to me about it. And I could just tell. And I was like, but this wasn't even a chick I was taking serious. I was just like, I guarantee you I'm going to see what I want to see. And I did. She just gave me the lip service like she's the victim. It's like, you're not accountable.
that's the coldest, the victim shit. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I said it like I don't go through women's phone. Like I just don't do that. Like I don't really care. You know what I'm talking about? Like because it's gonna eventually show. What's done in the dark will come to the light. So I don't have no reason to go through no woman's phone. That's just my personal opinion on that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with it because you're gonna get disappointed. I mean, I don't know. If I was married or some shit, I'd be like, hell yeah, nigga, because I need to know if I want to divorce this bitch. Fuck that. I need proof. I can't divorce on accusations, nigga. I need to know. But
Yeah.
let me ask you this. I think you were in a relationship or you were in one recently. What's your view on dating as a whole? Would you tell guys to get married for a family? Would you tell guys to like never commit, or tell guys to pump and dump, or what would be your version if you could frame it to because you know how dating is, and a lot of these guys don't know what the fuck they doing. So if you can pick out one seed to plant, what would it be as far as dating moving forward?
I would say just get with the woman that want to get with you. Now I don't promote marriage, but I'm not against it. You know what
Right.
I'm talking about? So it's like I don't promote it. I'm not getting married. However, I'm not going to tell you not to get married just because I don't want to get married. The reason why I don't want to get married is because the system, how the system is designed, and I don't want to go through that. However, if you want to get married, that's on you. Just make sure you know what you're getting into. Make sure you know what you're signing up for. You know, like all my friends are married. You know what I'm talking about? Like my neighbors, everybody's married. You know what I'm talking about? So it's not like I'm against marriage. I do think a child needs to be brought up in a 2-parent household, but the problem is we living in modern times now. So I just don't see the point of me getting married now. However, as far as relationships, I don't think there's nothing wrong with committing to a chick. If she's showing you that she really rocking with you, she's holding you down. Hey, there's nothing wrong with getting into a relationship. You know what I'm saying? As long as she's willing to follow your leadership, that's cool. Like I was just in a relationship, and the only reason me and my we broke up was because she had to go to medical school, which is out of town. So there was no point of us doing no long distance relationship. Other than that, our relationship was good. Like you seen that. I posted on my Instagram story. You seen that. You know what I'm talking about? Like we was taking trips. Everything was good. No arguments, no nothing. Like we never had not one argument. Like like no nothing. So everything was Gucci. Why? Because I had
y'all still friends, or y'all just like really just complete cut it?
It's over. Like we just done. Like it wasn't like no bad thing. Just that was it. It was just we done. It's like, she had to go to medical school. I mean, come on. She had to go I think it's like 4+ years of medical school. You know what I'm saying? So we just ended it. It wasn't like I said, it wasn't no bad blood, no argument, no nothing. It was just done. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
how long was you in it for?
We met. Matter of fact, I met her the night. So it was March 1st when Cam came out here to Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And I met her that night. Me and Cam met because Cam begged like, I met him and his friend Izzy. Izzy, one of the biggest Dallas street interviewers out here. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Yo, please come out, come on." I was like, "Nah, man, I ain't going out." Cause I don't go out. Like, "Nah, man, I gotta wake up at 4 a.m, bro." And like, "Come on, please, come on, man, I pay for your dinner. Come on, man, come on." I was like, all right, man, dang. I went out. And that's where I met her at. That's crazy. That's where I met her at. And then ever since then, it was Gucci. Like, we met like that. You see, so that was what, March 1st? Yeah, March 1st. We were tight ever since. Mm-hmm. And however, and this is why I said, like, the red pill, helped me understand how women are, understand how I have to put myself first. I have to always maintain my masculine frame and always have self-respect. And that's what I always preach on my channel, self-respect. Without self-respect, you have nothing. Mm-hmm. And I got with a woman who was raised in a 2-parent household, who parents taught her to respect a man. That's why I was able for us to match like that. And that's what I always tell you guys, get with a woman that rocks you. And when you have self-respect, it's going to be easy to weed out women who's all about games and manipulation. I had no problems with her. Like, not one single sweat, nothing.
I got another piggyback question off of that. What's your views on poly relationships versus player or having multiple girlfriends? What's your view? Which one you think better, or what's your just view on both of them in general? Would you go for a poly situation?
I can't deal with too many women at the same time. The way my schedule, what I do, and I just can't. Like, if I'm gonna commit to one chick, I'm only gonna deal with one chick at that time.
Man, it's funny when there's two types of dudes I encounter. It's like one dude, if you bring up poly, it's like they're really excited about it. Like, oh yeah, like I'm trying to do that, blah, blah. I tend to usually think that's someone who's more young in the game. But then it's like dudes who are more seasoned, have really been around the block with women. When I bring up poly, a lot of them be like, hell fucking no. Like, it's too much work. It's like it's the total opposite reaction of what you would have thought before you really knew what's going on. Because it's like, bro, it's not just some, big ass orgy 24/7. It's like, nah, you're in like multiple relationships at once.
Yeah, I can't do that.
And responsible to each other. So it's like, it's actually, if you don't have game enough for one, how you gonna do it? Two. You know what I'm saying? It's just...
I'd rather have separate relationships than one in-house one. Fact. I tried both. Same. Even if I got 3 girlfriends that know about each other, I'd rather do that than have the bitches with me all the time. Like that looks player and shit, but it ain't all player. You know what I'm saying? So I think clout is giving that shit fuel though, because a lot of people are just doing that shit because they can get popular. You know what I mean? They can do little fucking videos and shit, looking real cool, and people share this shit, and they become famous. And I seen a couple of times they have fake poly people because they wanted the clout. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, that massage cat, bruh, or whatever his name is. That's
Ty, you know the massage cat? What's his fucking name, bro?
That's
The
what
one
he got
he
going
be
on
all
right
sexy
there.
with the girls, and then he be having them all position. What's you never seen them?
Nah, I ain't never seen who.
Nah,
Nah,
he do these massages that are like super like.
You seen them? I'm gonna send them to you, bro.
I think I know. I think I seen one of his
And the
reels.
chicks be naked, and women get turned on by that because, like, what he's communicating is he knows what he's doing, and like women subconsciously know they're difficult. So when they see like a dude doing something subconsciously that's like masterful with women, they recognize that shit. You know what I'm saying? So he's doing these massages that look hella tight. And then on top of that, he's got these different women that are fucking with him because he got clout. You know what I'm saying? And then he
He
creates.
got like a million followers. He got like a million
Like,
followers.
bruh, he done really figured out how to like pimp social media like to his advantage.
Yeah, because he be smashing them bros, bro.
Yes, he
I
be
told
smashing.
I told you I got on his OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was curious, Ty. I'm like, fuck that shit. I want to know this. Because the thing is, it's like it ain't like it's hitting cameras. So it's like I don't doubt the fact that because I would just be, you know, you go in the massage people, it could go down. But the fact that they that cool on camera, I was like, something is up with this shit.
Yeah, and bruh, if you look at him, he's not like this is not a knock, but I'm just saying he's not like Idris Elba or some like dude that you look at that's all like impressive looking, but this dude got like 9 chicks at one time. You know what I'm saying? And it's just because he has game. He knows how to leverage what he has.
What's his Instagram? I'm gonna go check. What's his Instagram name?
Hold on, Trav. You can do it. You can do it faster. Let me see.
I don't know his Instagram. I just seen the clips you send me sometimes.
Well, go ahead. I'll find it, and if you got a question, just lay it on him, and then we'll wrap it up. Let me find his ass. What's his name? Go ahead, Trav.
So, all in all, I would say this. I'll ask this: would you say that the knowledge of female nature has empowered you? Would you say it's jaded you at any point? Do you might look at the negative at things at times, or what is your opinion? Because I be telling people like, because I know how I was before I started understanding how women work. Because I was blue pilled, but I came from a 2-parent home that was traditional, and everything they said that you get told usually in the blue pill space or the red pill space doesn't work. Actually worked. I came from a good home. There are certain good homes where you have good unions. But if you're from a home like that, you can get shocked when you walk outside and realize most people don't have like crazy great marriages. You know what I'm saying? So if you come from a home that has that, you could be almost stunted in the dating game because you're like, okay, what's up with people? You know what I'm saying? Isn't it just the shit works out? Because this is the example I know. You know what I'm saying? So I just know with that, it's like, it's giving me game and it's jaded me at the same time. So I don't know how you feel about it. Like, do you feel as a better person now that you know this knowledge? Has it affected your views on family? How's it changed you?
It just made me realize like a lot of people are just selfish.
Right.
It made me realize like, a lot of people are just users, and it's like the more I climb up, the more I just realize people just want to use you. They don't really have your best interest.
Right.
And it's unfortunate I have to take the hit because I got to be the one to say this, as far as, taking the hit of, women not want to deal with me because of what I'm saying. People, not want to rock with me because I know their true intentions. And I always talk about that. I can just see through people. So I got to be the one to take the hit of that. But I mean, it is what it is. I just had to realize that, like, and I think I seen a post on Instagram. It was like, a boy becomes a man once he realizes nobody cares about him until he's able to bring some type of value. And that's true. Nobody really cares about you. Nobody really cares about you as a man. So you have to accept that, embrace it, and just say, hey, it is what it is. Now you can deal with people accordingly. And this is why I tell you guys, I tell guys all the time, I say, hey, once you start to build yourself up, now you need to be careful who you're dealing with. Now you need to have your eyes up, have your guard up, because everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't out here to get you. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I tell guys all the time. Like, and I just happen to apply because I was in the military. So I'm able to apply my military knowledge to the dating game in
Right.
real life situations, and how I grew up growing up in the Bronx. It's like the streets is just it's no different from dating. For some reason we like to separate women and life, but it goes hand in hand. We just
Right.
That's why I say you got to think with this and not
All is
this.
fair in love and war. They say that for a reason.
Facts. So I think that right there is the biggest thing. Once you understand female manipulation, female nature, then you can know how to move, because a lot of us are blinded. We don't know any better. However, we're quick to not trust another dude. We're quick to side eye another dude, question everything motives of another guy. But when it comes to a woman, we just blinded. Like, oh, what you do? Like, no, nah. You need to keep that same energy, because that chick would do you dirty worse. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if you know that song by Nas back on his album. It was written. He talked about that, the setup. How he had two women set these dudes up that he wanted to get. And everybody tell you that. My uncle was heavy in the game. He just told me that we used to always get guys all the time off of that. Set them up with some women and we clap them just like that. I mean, but a lot of guys don't put two and two together. So I try to apply street knowledge with the books that I read, just to all put it together. That with the TikTok videos, which is crazy, because even though I give people TikTok videos, they still turn around and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, you're crazy. But I'm giving you a fucking video. I'm showing you what women doing, and people still say not all women. And this is why, at the end of the day, I don't feel sorry for men, because men just don't want to learn. They don't want to listen. And when you tell them that, they look at you like you're the problem.
Yeah, I like how I look at it now, right? Like Afi put it in the best terms I've ever heard it. And he's like, when the way women deal with you and you keep them dealing with you, is you have to be like filling a void, like a need they need from you. You know what I'm saying? It's sales. So you're obviously giving them something that they need. You're bringing some type of value that they need to fulfill themselves. So it's like, when I'm dealing with women, a big part of it to me is it's a barometer of how much value I'm bringing as a man. And what I mean is because not that I'm simping for them, I'm going on my way or I'm changing myself, but if, like how you said, like I run my course, I've lost some women because of my views, but I'm like, fuck that. I feel like I'm simping if I'm trying to hide how I really feel for me. So, with that said, it's like, if I'm running my program, I'm kind of going against the grain, but I'm thorough with it and I'm complete. And I still got a certain amount of attention coming from women from the side when I be bashing feminism and be all about my masculinity. Then I'm like, okay, I must be doing something right then. But I don't really invest too much into them personally. Does that make sense? I just look at them as, okay, I'm doing something right. There's a need that you need from me because I have value. There's something I want from you, and it's resources, tapping that ass, whatever. Now that I go into it with the business mind like that, I'm not so hurt by certain things that come my way. I look at it as, oh, it's just she's making a business move. She thinks that's the best move for her. You know what I'm saying? Okay, whatever. On to the next.
And to speak on that value, what men need to understand also is sometimes the value that you are providing ain't the value that they're getting from you. I'm gonna just let y'all eat that. That's next level shit. You gotta unpack that yourselves. Sometimes the value that you think that you're providing for her, she's getting a whole different value out of you. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta, it's like the fucking video game. You gotta have that shit locked. One going up, one going down. You gotta have that shit match. Because you may look at yourself as the provider, but in reality, she just like the dick that you swinging. Or it could be a whole other mismatch. You can think that she like you for your muscles and shit, but she just really like you because you a good cook. Whatever it is. So you got to know what it is that she is getting out of you, not the obvious, and then you can kind of figure her out.
So let me ask you a question then, Afi, because it's a good point you brought up. So of course, most dudes, now that you say that, they gonna just go straight up and ask, what do you like? You know what I'm saying? What is the best way, actions speak louder than words. What is the best way from them to figure out what it is that they really key on about you, the value that you bring that they really like?
It's gonna take experience. You gotta fuck a lot of hoes to really understand it. Cause like for me, I can scan a bitch and I know what type of that's version A C equals C. But see, if I can't read that out in no book, I had to fuck a lot of bitches to know. Oh, she a little passive aggressive. Bet she ain't got no dad. Bet this. Bet this. She seemed like I can talk to a chick and I can kind of pretty much, if I talk to a chick 30 minutes, even without asking her directly, I can know if she come from a man woman background. I can tell what type of job she worked, her kids, how she interact with her kids, how responsible, because I know the right questions to ask and I recognize the patterns from previous hosts. It's the same thing with
Mm,
teaching. I'm good with kids because I see the pattern from previous kids. I ain't gotta relearn the kids all the way. Oh, that's just like the Andre's bitch ass. Okay. I used to
yeah,
I
it's
used to
like
tell you this, and that, and do this. Oh, it worked for him too. Boom. See?
yeah, it's like reps just raise your awareness. It's that's
Mhm.
like a universal thing. It's just in this. That's how it works in this aspect. It's like a quarterback. It's like okay, like Brock Purdy. I'm a 49er fan. This dude is killing it. You know what I'm saying? And the biggest reason why he's killing it is because he recognizes defenses and what's going on hella quick because he studies, puts in the time, film work. That's why it's so calm under pressure because when he sees something happen in the pocket, because he studies so much and has so much awareness and reps, he can process real quick what to do with the football.
Yeah.
But
Like
that
like
comes with reps and putting in time. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing with women. And a lot of guys don't like. I think a lot of guys you don't necessarily have to be a player like you got to mess with a lot of women, but you do need to interact with a lot of women because you need a big sample size to be able to figure out what you really want. How you gonna know that if you only doing 5 chicks?
like a soft example. So let's say I go to McDonald's, right, and I'm in line, and there's a woman in line in front of me, and I say, "How you doing? What's your name?" And she says, "So and so," and I say, "Oh, my name's Hyphen. Nice to meet you." I can tell by how she hold my hand, how much eye contact, and how much she's saying if I can fuck her in that week. Just from the
Right.
introduction, I can tell. We
No,
ain't
I
got
know
to
you.
talk on the phone. We ain't got. I know all that shit just from the vibe from, because she could kind of be standoffish, or she could be like, "Oh, and where are you from?" Oh, and then give me a call. Oh, she won't. It could go from I could talk to her 5 minutes. It could go from a 7 day to 5 day to 3 day to later on. Just her talking to me knowing these cues. Oh, bling, 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 bling. And then sometimes she can say some stuff, and I could be like, "Ooh, I got some stuff that she'll like that I'm about to tell her that she prompted." See, that's pimp game. I'm not giving y'all no more my pimp game. Fuck that.
No, I
So
mean really, bro. Like,
that's not the YouTube game. That's the pimp game. I don't want
but
to give y'all that. Y'all
seriously,
got to buy the books for that
but
shit. Like,
seriously, it's
let's get up out of here. Trav, give your last words. Where can they find you?
yeah. You can find me on Instagram at trav_tarot right there on the bottom left, and also to just last words. Yeah, man. I mean, everything, man, is just reps and just pushing forward and really like studying your craft and relationships and women is no different than anything else. And for some reason, we almost treat it like you're weird for doing that. Like, okay, so you could study all this other stuff, know all these stats about sports and all that, but you don't understand these women that you're interacting with. And if you ask somebody you're lame, that don't make sense.
All good, my man. So then I'll just tell y'all this. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram in international.afi and Afi Kingdom Books. I'm about to drop 10 books on y'all this month. I'm down. I got two more course books. I got King of Confidence and Dominance Mindset of a King 3, the coldest book that I ever written. And then I got the other ones. So 8 of them formatted. When I get the other two, I'm gonna drop that bomb on your cat. So make sure that you stay up to date and follow me on the Instagram, the book Instagram, because I post shit over there that I don't post on the main one. And then to our guests, man, I appreciate your time and appreciate having you. And my house is your house, so you can slide through whenever. You feel me? And when this come out, share it to your people so they can maybe hear or some a vibe of you that they ain't never seen before.
Bet,
But what
bet,
you
bet.
got, my man?
Much
Yeah.
respect. I appreciate you for having me, man. Much respect to you, and keep doing your thing, man. Respect.
All good, man. Well, you guys make sure y'all like, share the video, and drop a comment if you If you enjoyed it, man, put that flex on. I want to see the muscles in the chat because my man got the muscles and shit. So it'll be reflective of his vibe and my energy and my shit. So we combining energies and shit. You feel me? So y'all put the muscles in the chat. And make sure y'all subscribe and follow him on Instagram. I'll put the links in the comment section. Y'all have a good night, man. Peace out.
Peace.
All right, peace out, y'all.
Let me see. Did it end? No, it's still going.